Hello best friend, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having the most incredible day. This is the first time that you're watching my channel. My name is Sebastian and I welcome you guys with open arms. I do pop culture videos every day, so if you're looking for a new messy best friend, you have found me. So why don't you grab a snack and a drink, hit that subscribe button. Before we get into Miss Tay Swift, girl, we gotta just take a second to say thank you guys so much because we got to 68K. It was yesterday. I was in an Ethiopian restaurant with my friends and my mom texted me and said, you made it to 68K. So I just want to say thank you guys so much. It really truly means the world to me. I've been doing this for 8 years, going on 9 years, and I'm just so grateful and thankful for all of you guys. I don't take any of you guys for granted, and I hope you guys always remember that. And okay, so let's just get into Taylor, because Taylor's being called out. Okay, we're just gonna go through everything she's getting called out, because girl, you know, here's the thing about Miss Taylor Swift. I feel like Taylor Swift is a force to be reckoned with. Taylor Swift is, like, I feel like, you know, it's so, for me, it's so crazy. And I always get asked if I'm a Swiftie. I am I'm an almost Swiftie, if that makes sense. I am literally in the middle of just getting into all the music, getting into all the songs. So I don't want to say that I'm a complete Swiftie until I've reached, you know, the last album. You know, I have ways to go, but I've always loved Taylor. I've always loved all the hit, you know, the singles. But I want to get into the albums. I want to get into the songs that, you know, that I've never heard of. So I'm in the middle of that. And one thing I have to say, best friend, is that when you listen to a Taylor Swift song, an album, it's sort of like you're transported into this other realm. I really do believe it. It's like a fairy tale. It's like, and it really just pulls on your heartstrings, the things that she says, and you're like, ooh, that reminds me of my low down, nasty ass, cheating motherfucking ex-boyfriend. You know what I mean? So, you know, I'm almost there, girl, and I'm telling you, I'm loving. But there's some people who are not loving it, girl. So she has a song, best friend, that's getting some backlash. And it's the song I Hate It Here, where she says, my friends used to play a game where we would pick a decade we wished we could live in instead of this. I'd say the 1830s, but with all the racists and getting married off the highest bid. So, you know, okay, here's the thing, right? So the article says the Civil War began in 1861, more than 30 years after the decade Swift referenced in the song. Slavery was still active in the United States during this time. Everyone would look down because it wasn't fun. Now it seems like it was never fun back then. Nostalgia is a mind's trick. If I'd been there, I'd hate it, she sings. It was freezing in that place. So, you know, people are saying that there's so many wrong things about this. Social media users react to Taylor Swift. People are upset. It has made headlines. I will say that, you know, Taylor's lyrics, Taylor Swift to me doesn't seem like she has a hateful kind of bone inside of her, if that makes sense. I don't think that Taylor Swift has that I don't see any, you know, I can't see that she hates anybody. That's just my opinion on Taylor. But what do you guys think about these lyrics? Moving on, another thing that people are really upset about is her always having to bring up her ex-boyfriends and Kim Kardashian's drama and how she doesn't let things go and how she continues to use this for songs and for inspirations and lyrics and throwing them under the bus. You know, the ex-boyfriends of it all. Matt, what is it? Matt Heatley, Matt Hartley, Matt something, bitch. You know, Joe Alwyn, you know, Kim Kardashian of it all, you know. So I have to say, like, I've seen a lot of comments like, Taylor, get over it. Like, I can't believe this is the same one who gave us Midnight. All of these type of, you know, of comments. I will say to you one thing, right? If things happen to you in your life, right? And it happens to you and it was done to you, or it's a moment that you had to live through and survive. Honey, I say you have every single right to talk about it, to use it, and to acknowledge it for inspiration and for growth. You know, I will tell you this, that things that happen to you might not mean or have the same magnitude than it does for somebody else. For example, I will tell you about something real quick. I had my first ever like boyfriend, right? We talked years later, right? I'm talking about years later. And I told him how there's a song that reminded me of him and I. I must have been 15, 16. And he says, you had a song that reminded you of us. Wow. And I, till this day, when I listen to that song, I'll think about him and I'll think about our time. It was very silly. Nothing really happened. We didn't do anything. We shared one kiss or two kisses, and that's about it, right? But it was a cute thing that meant a lot for me. Well, it turns out that he didn't even consider me his boyfriend. Didn't even consider me his boyfriend. He didn't consider me that I was even a real boyfriend to him, right? So that just tells you that your perspective, your time within a certain situation can mean a lot more to you than the other person. So all those comments saying, well, all her exes are living their best life, or Kim Kardashian is living her best life, and here Taylor Swift is, you know, not getting over things. You know, how come she just can't get over it? You can't force somebody to heal. You can't hurry healing. You can't hurry getting through situations. You know what I mean? So I just gave you that kind of my example where, you know, situations that I feel like we deal with every day mean more to somebody than the other. You know, like, I don't know, you have a fight with your friend and you know, they take it more serious than you do because you thought that they were joking. You know what I mean? So Taylor has every single right to talk about whoever she wants to talk about. You know, Taylor Swift has every single right to allow herself to take the time to heal. And nobody should tell nobody how to heal and what time duration they have to take in order to heal. That's what I gotta say about that, girl. So what do you guys think about it? I just honestly, I feel like everyone's saying get over it, but yet everyone is streaming the album and singing along and learning the lyrics and praising her for it. And, you know, I don't know, best friend. You know, Taylor Swift, for me, she uses her life experiences to put it in her art. And that is what makes her so successful. She doesn't sing about generic, you know, situations. She sings about situations that people out there are going to connect with and say, fuck, I've been through the same shit. Like, I went through the same thing. I dealt with that same kind of person. I, you know, cried those tears. I did this, I did that. And I would say that the only other artist out there who is very similar in being, you know, relatable and being real and raw is Selena Gomez. I don't think that a lot of artists right now are really putting their shit out there. And I feel like that is the best way to connect with people, because after COVID, the pandemic, after everything we're going through right now, we want to connect with people. We want to connect with real stories. We want to connect with people who are relatable and who are not afraid to be transparent. So I say, Taylor girl, if you want to write about all your exes and all the situations and Kim Kardashian for the next 10 albums, go ahead and do it, boo-boo. That's all I got to say about that. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. I love you all so much. Thank you guys so much for watching. And once again, thank you so much for 68K. I don't take it for granted. I don't take you for granted. I love you all so much. And I'm so grateful and thankful to end the week off with you guys and to start the week off with you guys tomorrow. Mwah. Bye.